What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, I once again have something special for you that I am also excited about. Something finally fell off of my wish list, and it's Band of Crusaders. This is a new strategy RPG with what I can tell is real-time combat from the videos that I watched. We're going to take a look at it today for about 30 minutes. The demo dropped about 5 days ago, and I did not realize it at all. Then again, it's really easy to miss this stuff when you get like 100 emails a day, and then on top of that, there's like 500 things on my wish list that I check the news for every single day. Like, sometimes things slip through the crack, but for now, we're going to play the game for about 35 minutes. We're going to get to the crusading. We're going to see how fun the game is, or if we even should be looking forward to it. Maybe at the end of this video, you will be ready to put it on your wish list, but along the way, I'll be doing my best to give you my first impressions of this title, talking about the things that I like, talking about the things that I don't like, and hopefully we'll get her done. If after watching this you wanted to play the exact same demo that I'm playing right now, I've got a link for you down below in the description where you can get that, and then on top of that, you can also take a look down there and find a whole bunch of other Nerd Castle links. But without wasting any more time on the jibber jabber, let's go ahead and dive on into the game and have a good time with it. Young master, I know your spirit is wounded as deeply as your mortal frame. Your father, diligent ever in foresight, reckoned even upon this dire hour. Our foremost charge now is his final bidding. We must flee this place. These men shall cleave to you. From this hour, you are the what to me? I've only heard that used in like a biblical context. Alright, but anyways, I skipped a whole bunch of dialogue, so I'm gonna bring you up to speed because reading for 10 minutes at the beginning of the video did not seem like a prudent idea. Essentially, we are part of a secret order that carries some kind of reliquary. We were attacked by cultists that were trying to reclaim it, and so the leader, the headmaster of the order that we're a part of, gave us the reliquary, and we're supposed to be taking it to some kind of hidden temple or something in order to, like, cast back darkness. I don't know the exact context. Either way, though, let me tutorialize real quick. Oh, we're allowed to move. All right, let's move these soldiers forward. I doubt that I want that clothy guy up front. Like, I probably want Shieldy Boy up front. He's probably the right man for the job when it comes to getting punched in the face. Over here, we might find valuable loot. Well, you said the operating word. I love me some loot. So let's move over in this direction, see if we can find anything good. Inside a crate. Some tools. I don't know if that counts as loot, but maybe they're like really valuable tools. You know what I mean? Maybe we got that Makita stuff coming around that we can maybe resell it on Facebook Market or something like that to get ourselves a couple of dinar for the road. Maybe it'll work out, or potentially inside the context of the game, it might help us repair our gear or something. There's a painted-faced nudie man over here wielding double tomahawks. Is that something that I should be concerned about? Oh, there's like some little doggy things over there too. All right, Claymore guy, come over to here and then attack. Oh, look at that. I can link up my attack so we can actually like decide on a path that they will follow before they begin their assault. All right, boys, get up in here. So we've joined the combat. We've got a couple of different, I think, meters right here, so I'm guessing it's armor, and then we're on to HP. He managed to block the first attack that went on out. The combat is indeed real-time. I'm guessing that it functions kind of like Baldur's Gate, where it's actually turn-based, but the presentation of it is real-time. But either way, he just got a whole lot of his sketty juice put up on the soil, and so I'm going to chalk that up as a victory. Does the armor that's on our character, like, does that repair? Oh, we've got different abilities and stuff, too. So, Alaric, I feel like that's a name that comes up a lot in medieval games. It must have been a very popular name. My name is Matthew, and so, like, when I was in elementary school, I guess every single kid born in the mid-'80s was named Matthew, and I think there was no less than 5 Matthews in my second grade class. This guy over here is Godfrey. That's a name right there. You name your kid Godfrey, he almost has to do something awesome and or terrible. One of those two things, but it is going to be exceptional and the history books are going to remember it. And then we just have Archivist. This guy doesn't even get a name. What did he do? Did he like besmirch our order or something? Did you guys take his name away? Everybody get up in here and let's throw down with these dorks. All right, so we got double doggy action going on over here. What do? Extended attacks. Your basic attack strike a nearby enemy. And then we've got cleave. It will hit everything in a uh-oh. Yeah, you probably want to stop that. Where is he even going? Does he just, like, not want to play the game of Battle Stab Cuddy Fighting right now? Because I definitely want to play the game of Battle Stab Cuddy Fighting. Okay, so the Shield Bash does, like, a stun. He's over here scrumming with this thing. What are you doing? Are you, like, shooting your weapon? I definitely need you to shoot your weapon right now. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's giant beak-faced pit bulls trying to take our throats, and so might be a good idea to just take a second and shoot it. What did this guy die doing? That's not a good look, man. I know you gotta try it, but, like, that's what I always think about. Anytime I do an action in life, I think to myself, if I died midway through this action in an incriminating way that actually ratted me out for the action that was taking place, would I still do that action? And see, you should have answered no to that question. This is the middle of a battlefield, sir. I understand we all blow off stress in different ways, but, like, there's a time and a place for everything. We've got a medium sum of... I didn't even know that the money in this game was called dinars when I talked about flipping that Makita drill that we found inside that crate over there. Huh. Awesome. I don't have a mini-map or anything, so I don't know if any of these paths actually go off the grid, but let's just stay on the road for the moment. I like the way this guy runs with his claymore. I don't know why I like it so much. It's just so hostile. He's, like, humped over like he's ready to crump somebody, like, right now. My man's ready to feed up that 6-piece combo and just let him have it. You guys split up, focus your attacks over there. I want you to open with a shield bash on him to get him stunned. Depending on how these guys line up, get in behind him real fast because he's tanking an awful lot of violence right now. Give me a cleave right there. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Yes, do extended attacks for the remainder of your tenure inside of combat as well, because some cleaving here seems like it would be very, very useful. I don't know, that one's weaker. He's taking a lot more DPS, so we'll focus on him real fast. Luckily, our armor seems to be way more sturdy than the armor that the enemy's wielding, so I don't think we're going to have too many problems getting... Oh my god, so much gore and blood. You know what would be awesome? So I see your Kurosawa-style blood spray, which, by the way, little cinematography history here. You know the entire anime trope about a guy getting slashed super fast, and then like 4 seconds later, the blood goes... and like sprays out of him like a hose. The first person to do that was Kurosawa, the director. A blood pack that they had went off too hard. They had been practicing with it, but it was really expensive to do the blood packs, and one of them went off too hard, and it did that thing when it went off, and the rest is history. But what I was getting to here, before I got caught off on just that random tangent about film, I like film a lot. Oh man, now we got dialogue. I'm never gonna get to my point, dude. Sir, a patrol comes forth from the woods ahead. They are too many and too well armed to meet in battle. Nah, dude. You just need to put the power. You see this cross right here? You see what we going on? We're Knights Templar, dude. We call upon the divine to do the impossible and also dangerously run the banking establishment of the Middle East until ultimately very powerful people owe us a lot of money, and then they have us whacked to avoid repaying it. That's what we do. Agreed. We must hasten through the fields to escape. So these dudes aggro based on a ring around them, but I'd already kind of extrapolated that. Back to the original point that I was trying to get to. It'd be cool if, like, in the first Dragon Age, one of the things I really liked about that game that really set it apart from a lot of the other fantasy media of the time is that it leaned super heavily into its gore and violence. Why do I hear the sounds of people being murdered or fought or something? Oh no, dude, there's like a little guy with a pitchfork over here. Let's go rescue him real fast. He might be somebody's grandpappy. Let's go save him. But I really like how in Dragon Age, the blood and gore would spray all over your characters, and then, until the next time you decided to rest or whatever, you just be coated in other people's viscera and gutty chunks. I always really, really like that. You should do that in this game, too. When the blood spray actually goes out and hits somebody, they should be coated in it for a while. Ho there, lad. You showed stout heart against that one. Bless you for the rescue. This pitchfork's seen more straw than blood. You must win free of this place. Join us if thy heart still holds firm. We're speaking the old King James English. That's how you know we're about that business. We're breaking out the these and the thous. Aye, I owe you my life, and I'll gladly pay it back in service, sir. Oh, you coming with me now? All right, we got little Farmer Ted over here. I saw the white hair that he had right there. He called him boy, though. I saw the white hair, and I just figured he was an old man that maybe has like an old military history, like a backstory of being a master lancer or like halberdier or something like that. Now he's trying to save his farm. There was a bunch of dogs over here, but I don't know if we can take them, but there is loot over there, so obviously I'm going to go over there and see if I can take them, because that's how I live my life, just balls to the wall. I don't even care about it. I can't save my game. I was going to save before I undertook this dangerous duty, tee-hee duty. Are you guys stuck on each other? Ah, yes. The old malady of the real-time strategy game. Piss-poor pathfinding that causes your characters to get stuck on each other. I wish I could say it was a rarity, but it's pretty much every strategy game nowadays. I can put them in a formation, too. Okay, well, the battle dogs weren't that bad last time. You go in last. Where are they going to aggro me from? They're going to aggro me from, like, right here. Fight them from the bushes like ninjas. You fire over there, you come over here, you get down over here, you get down right there, and then we'll figure out what we want to do. We've got a piercing lunge, which will hit many enemies in a straight line. Okay, you're getting backstabbed, so flip them around, and I want you to shield bash right there. You over here. Nope, don't let him block you. You come over here and just hit whatever you can hit with your piercing attack. It says it does 250. He moved! Okay, we still hit the one in the back, so that's okay. Focus on that one right there. You're getting hit from the booty cheeks right now. You just stave that one off for a second. All right, one's down. You clear out the actual flanks, because getting flanked is universally always a bad thing. You activate cleaving strikes so that you're hitting everything. His cooldown's not going to come back up. I was hoping it would so he could stab through that entire side, but it didn't work out that way. The enemy is definitely probing to see if we'll reface ourselves every single time we fight, and so we're going to have to pay attention, dude. I can tell that the AI is going to be a little wily in this one, trying to get those backstabs off. All right, a sack of grain. Probably use it for food or trading or something later on down the line. But we actually lost real health bar during that last fight, so we need to be careful from here forward, especially in the case of my two-handed warrior over here with his Zweihander. He's going to get himself into trouble if we don't do something. What manner of fiend is this? An abomination, a grim foe stronger than the rest. In these dark days, their like is met with troubling frequency. It bars our path. We must slay the cursed thing. Okay. I'm going to try to get a stun off on this guy right at the outset. Where's his aggro ring at? You go in first. Then I'll send everybody else once the battle's been joined. Okay, a little bit of damage off right there. We're not able to use our shield bash just yet because it looks like we've run clean out of stamina, which is a little bit of a bummer. I don't know how we get the stamina back, but we should definitely figure out how to get the stamina back. You get behind him. Yeah, I was going to say, if you can flip him around so that we're getting backstab damage over here, that'd be fantastic. I don't know if you're actually going to make it out of this scrum, but we can give it a try. You go ahead and spear him real quick for extra 250% damage. Stamina is not coming back. It looks like he's about to raise corpses to heal. Interrupt it immediately. I don't think I have an interrupt right now. I used up all my stamina on earlier fights, and so, like, I don't really have anything at the moment. You can turn that off for now. Yeah, all my abilities are grayed out at the moment, so, like, unfortunately, we kind of are where we are. The good news is we seem to mostly be... Oh, my God, just click on him. There we go. We seem to mostly be canceling out the heal, so I can live with the outcome. Shield Bash would have been good, though. We got to figure out how to get our stamina back. I'm guessing for, like, each battle map that you're on, you're limited on the amount of stamina you can have, and then it comes back once you rest on the in-between. There's a bridge over there, and there's a path going up that way. I have to go to the left. Oh, the cart is actually blocking it. I thought there was a spot right there where we could do that thing that you do when you get on an elevator and there's too many people where you're like, oh, and you kind of like turn and put your hands up and like shimmy a little bit. I thought maybe we could shimmy on past elevator style. Let's go ahead and leave the location. Exit time. Okay, so we've got all kinds of loot and stuff that we can play around with here. Do I have limited spaces? It looks like I got 100 slots. I would say just take everything. Yep, everything done been took. So let's leave the battle site. With the battle summary, does it tell me how good I did? Oh, there's like worldly influence too. We can reach pandemonium. Something stirs ahead, Brother Alaric warns. The road itself lies empty, but bends and vanishes beyond a dense grove not far on. Who goes there? The authority in your voice surprises you. Watching the trees, you glimpse what Alaric first marked, figures moving between the shadowed trunks. You step forward. Sir, you are yet grievously wounded, Sir Godfrey cautions softly. To your surprise, the archivist joins you, nodding his approval. Is that Sir Roderick I hear? A familiar voice rings out. Sir Gerard? Ah, not Sir Roderick, but the younger. What fortune brings thee? Sir Gerard's genial words falter as his eyes fall upon your bandaged wounds and then upon the weary state of those that travel with you. A solemn silence hangs in the air. What's befallen you? Sir Gerard asks with care and dread graven upon his countenance. There's much to discuss. There was much to discuss, and after recounting your tale of the attack and earning a few puzzled stares from your companions, Sir Gerard has requested a moment to speak privately. Of all the days to be sent as envoy, Sir Gerard mutters, I brought tidings for your father of a temple hidden in plain sight. You know the temple's location? I have learned from a trusted source that it lies beneath a humble monastery a few days' travel from here, though we lack the necessary provisions to make the journey. Dude, this music's like hype, dude. Listen to it. It's like the music from Kingdom of Heaven at the beginning of the movie, right after they pick up Orlando Bloom and that guy with the braids in his hair that's like a Viking that's turned into a Crusader. He gets shot in the neck with that giant crossbow bolt, but he keeps on fighting guys, and he's just like, "Whoa," like Odin Witten, but he can't say that because now he's all about God and stuff, dude. We must replenish our supplies. With a plan now formed, you and Sir Gerard rejoin the others. We shall travel to the nearest settlement, replenish what we lack, and regain our strength ere we take up our charge. We've no banners, so for now we go as brothers in arms. Our order shall be rebuilt, but not in a single day. Okay, Sir Gerard joins us. Okay, so we can right-click anywhere on the map, and it will allow us to move our figurine. Yep, that's a figurine right there. I've had a lot of experience with figurines lately. About 3 months ago, I bought a copy of a board game called Kingdom Death Monster, and I thought everything inside of it was just gonna be like pre-printed, stamped out figurines. No, dude, there's like 90 figurines up inside that thing, and you have to build them all, and they're not snapping. You gotta glue them all, dude. It takes forever, and they're so tiny. I have never sworn so much in my entire life. Then again, I basically have zero experience with non-snap-in model building, so what's going on over here? There's like a battle happening. There's like a full grand strategy game being played right now in France, apparently. Okay, let's move over here, and hopefully it'll give us a new ping by the time we get there. So they were telling me that I have the ability to camp when and where I want to. So let's go ahead and enter our camp real fast. Oh, nice, dude, it's fully animated. Let's go. I've been waiting for this game for so long, and I'm so happy that all these little details are in here, because every time I get excited about a game, that stuff just doesn't exist, and then it's like a paper model mock-up, and it just feels janky and cheap, but this is awesome, dude. So we can heal the wounded inside of our infirmary. I definitely want to do that, because everybody here is beat to hell. Godfrey definitely needs that. Let's just auto-assign everybody to be inside the infirmary for right now. With Brother Arnold, like, are we ever, like, yeah, the Arnold, are we ever gonna give him, like, some real gear? I'm just saying, dude, he's wearing a tunic right now, and he's fighting with a pitchfork. I would like to give him some real gear so that he actually looks like a crusader like the rest of us. The spear is a glorious weapon. Glorious. And then we can just left-click to leave the structure. And it looks like everything just sort of happens automatically while we're moving through the game world. So we need to go to Dinnan, and we need to recruit another Crusader. All right, let's go up to Dinnan and see if we can get there without being harassed by cattle thieves, which I'm almost positive a bunch of guys in plate mail wearing enormous helms and like the panoplies of righteousness can probably take a couple of cattle thieves, but like let's not risk it for the moment. Health is going back up, and our armor's replenishing from the tools that we picked up during that last conflict. Inside the settlement, it looks like we can recruit people, so that's good. And we can get new guys. What is this guy? He has two-handed, he has an axe. Brother Pierre. Do we have anybody that's a swordsman, maybe? Like, I would like to see a swordsman, so this guy is a barber surgeon. He does more damage when he's in villages. This guy hates bandits and does a great job versus bandits. This guy was a fisherman. He does better in swamps. This guy does better in fields. And this guy right here does better in villages. Okay, I'm gonna take the guy that's dope, I think, against bandits. That sounds like the guy that I want. So we'll hire him real fast. That's filled out our band. I would have liked to have picked up another guy with a shield, but maybe Gerard has a shield because it has him tagged with a flail. Other things that we can do here. We can buy and we can sell items. It says these aren't good for anything other than selling, so I'll sell the severed heads of the dogs. It looks like the cask of wine is food. You're speaking my language because a little bit of the old vino never hurt nobody. And it looks like the hoods are also vendorable. It doesn't look like they're equipable, so like we'll just offload those on the vendor too, which gets us up to a nice spicy 2,500 bucks. 2,500 bucks, pretty awesome, man. What would you do right now if you had an extra 2,500 bucks? I'd have to think about it for a second, man. I'd have to give it some very, very real thought. Like 2,500 bucks falls into my hands this afternoon. What am I gonna do with it? We have 500 tools, but I'd like to have a little bit more. I don't think less tools is ever a good thing. Food's at 293 and we need 25 a day. So let's get some sacks of grain. Medical supplies might not be a bad idea either, but let's keep it to various foods and stuff first. That way I can resupply later. There's also a butcher, and it looks like there's a hospice too, where we can buy more stuff. All right, well, I've bought a whole... Oh, I have to buy 50 medicine. Okay, it's not going to let me move forward until I have 50 medicines. I'll just buy that one right there. That's fine. We are suitably supplied for now, the archivist speaks at your approach. His quill still scratching, you note how diligently he's tallied your new provisions. At last, he sets his parchment aside and folds his hands, studying. Listen, man, the actuarial sciences are important. My wife is an accountant, and, like, she has a crazy head for just figures and, like, memorizing where things are at. And that girl, she could put together a spreadsheet faster than your eye can blink, dude. She whipped up a spreadsheet for, like, my expenditures for my job over here in, like, 8 seconds. Her fingers were flying on the keys. I would seek your counsel as one well-traveled, well-learned, and well-trusted among our people. The archivist inclines his head. You are prepared to walk this path, as am I, and yet this sudden change has surely sown uncertainty in you, as it has in me. Before you can reply, he taps the parchment of his tallied provisions. We must appoint ourselves to tasks befitting our station, as soldiers tread harsh ground by stepping one step upon another. Thus shall our way grow clear. His gaze lingers on you, keen as a scholar's upon his study. Befitting our station? The archivist's lips curve into a faint smile. I agree with your judgment, young master. In order to serve as what you and your surviving brothers most require, a bell tower rings in the distance. The memory of your father's final command weighs heavy upon you. My father's final instructions were clear. A slight smile touches the archivist's lips as he resumes his work. Hidden monastery is revealed on the campaign map. Okay. I think we probably need to, like, relax and get stronger for a minute. But, Brother Arnold, you have served us loyally, and thus I will give you an actual weapon. I will also give you actual armor and actual pants that are made out of things that weapons can't go through. Thus shall be thy reward, thine reward. You gotta thine it. There we go. Thine reward has been settled. Oh, it looks like everybody in our party believes in, like, God to different extents, too. Like, their faith will go up and down depending on the actual decisions that you make, maybe, or, like, how the game plays out. All right, well, we got to go to the hidden monastery. Where the hell is that at? Way the hell over there. So I kind of feel like it's a good idea to maybe hit the road. We'll go to Rennes, and then maybe we'll fight these heretics over here if we're healed up enough by the time we arrive. But it does look like it takes a hot minute for it to get our armor and all of our health and everything else back. It does look like the heretics have lined up on Rennes, so let's see if we can take them down before we go into the city. A little bit of extra goodwill probably wouldn't hurt. Art thou still as clamorous in battle as I recall, Sir Gerard? Sir Godfrey keeps a straight face, though his jest is plain. Brother Alaric shakes his head, and you smile to yourself. Morale has risen for the first time since the fall of your order. A cool breeze drifts through the trees, yet the woodland sounds have fallen still. I marvel still, Sir Godfrey, that thou recallest aught at all. What with the buffetings thy wit hath suffered from thy careless guard? You scan the brush, absent its customary hum and chatter. Something's amiss. Brother Alaric, swift to mark your change, rests a hand to hilt and studies the trees beside you. A branch snaps. Just off the trail. An ambush. The word leaves your lips with authority, to your own surprise once more. Your brothers draw their blades at once. The spilling of blood is long overdue, growls Sir Gerard. Let us hasten these fools to their day of judgment, you command. To St. Peter with them! Perhaps they think us but hapless travelers. Verily, this error shall be their last. So our different weapons also deal different damage depending on who we're up against. This guy has armor, so we want a blunt weapon on him. So we'll bring him over to this side. This guy also has armor, but he's an archer. You two tag team up on him. I'm just going to kind of assign people. We have two to the back right now. You go deal with him. You two go deal with him. Oh, the battle is joined down there. Okay, we're going to have to make some snappy decisions here. What abilities does he have? Burning oil. Yeah, burn them up with oil, please. And then you, I want you to cleave right there. Go ahead and turn. On this side, give me a stunnination right there. And then I'll run. Oh, he's only got the axe. Okay. Good stuff, and now they've been lit on fire. I do like that the fire actually throws light on the characters as they fight. You turn back this way, don't give them backstabs, activate your AoE mode, and we're just going to have to hope and pray that we finish something off here before it gets too nasty. Yeah, go ahead and stab him up, I suppose. I don't know if that even landed. You know what? Turn around, come help with these guys. Whatever. We are very, very, very much kind of clumped up right now, and that's a problem. The cleaving seems to be getting the job done on this side. You swing around behind him and then resume the attack so that you get backstab bonus. We are getting shot in the ass cheeks right now with arrows. A little bit unfortunate, but this guy's about to die shortly. You get behind him, then you come over here and shank him. And as soon as we've cleared out this flank, we're going to bring our forces back, concerted front, and take these guys down right here. But that's not going to be manageable until this is done. Who does he strike at? You get around behind him, force him to face somebody with his backhand. That guy's done. Unfortunately, my axe guy is on his health right now, so he's going to need time to heal. Everybody else's armor is holding. The archer's trying to kite us out right now. I do find that the battle flows reasonably well, actually. Like, everybody kind of does what they're supposed to be doing while you're in the fight. Do you have enough strength to stun him one more time? Keep him stunned for the moment. The more crits and whatnot we can get off, the better. The archer's really kind of the headache. Okay. They've been laid low, and this guy made a horrible error by exposing himself to the full brunt of our party. He was kind of in a spot that was defensible right there. Is there anything lootable from this battlefield, or is it not going to be the kind of thing that we get done here? I took a cursory look around, and it doesn't look like we actually have anything lootable. I played around with various keys to see if it has the Diablo thing that lights stuff up, but I'm guessing they planned this fight right here to give you supplementary gear that you can put on your new guy, maybe. Off, and away we go. Looks like we got a bunch of tools. We did get a hatchet for the guy that we just played with, and we got some heavy boots, which is better than what he's got. And so I'll take that. That sounds good. Take all. Yeah. Oh, we got level ups to play around with, too. We're going to see some actual... We've got level ups to play around with now, too. So we're going to see some actual progression here. Let's go ahead and level him up, I suppose. It looks like we get to add 1 point over on this side. So in the case of the hatchet, Constitution, it's going to increase our total health, reduce our chances of long-standing injuries, increase our damage reduction, and some direct attacks and burning penetrate through armor points. This attribute ensures the highest chances of survival. Dexterity is our critical strike chance, a higher dodge chance, which I think is going to be... Oh, he does have a shield. Never mind. And then strength is going to be... What was the last thing on there? Certain skills thrive with a high dexterity score. Okay, so how does this tie in? Doesn't look like shield bash benefits from anything. At least it's not denoted just yet. Let's go with strength for right now, because he gets some HP out of that deal too. We'll also go with the skill tree. There are no classes, there are only choices. Interesting. Okay, I actually really like that. That makes me happy. I like classless systems. I enjoy them. So it looks like our choices for right now is we can permanently gain 2 strength. We can get Warrior's Grit. Attacking with a great weapon builds up to 5 stacks of Warrior's Grit. He's not using a great weapon though. He's got an axe and board. And so we can get Sneak Attack against a single target doing 150% attack damage. Increased to 300% if it's from behind. We can also get 150% damage attack with a stun on it. I like that because it's crowd control, but we have to be behind him for that stun to actually take action. Over here with Brother Godfrey, he's probably going to be in the great weapons tree. Let's give him... We'll give him the +2 to strength for right now, and we'll just lean into that heavy. Arnold is probably going to be in the spears tree down here. 50% armor penetration with pole arms, 1 dexterity, and 1 strength. Let's get the armor pen for right now. Oh, he's already got it. Oh, he's already got a bunch of things. Okay, well, we can get Aufspießen. Anybody that's stunned or rooted this combos. Okay, it does extra damage. We can also do deep stabs. Dealing damage directly to the target's health makes them weakened. We've got Show No Hesitation. Rally Crusaders in the selected area, granting them momentum. Gives you movement speed and makes you ignore stuns, roots, and cripples. Okay, we've got Trip over here, 200% damage and roots them in place for 15 seconds. We've also got your attack range goes up by 1 meter. He's got a lot of things, so let's go for flat stat for right now. And then with our Mace brother, it looks like he's already got Concussive Smash and Burning Oil. We can get Holy Farts. If we smack a cultist or an abomination with our weapon, we release a burst of holy vapors that allow us to become incensed. He's got a heal, too. A heal might be nice. Okay. I mean, the thought of an incense burner on that character sounds really awesome, like it goes with the theme of the game, so I'm going to let it happen. And then we're going to close that screen down right there, and we still have points that we need to apply. Give him more strength, but I think he's probably going to need dexterity to dodge, too. Like, I think that would be a strong play. I'll start leaning into it a little bit later. For you, I would like you to have a little bit more constitution for HP until he gets to like 200-ish. With you, I'm going to try to get him a shield. But for the moment, let's be a tad more dexterous, I suppose. Are these reducing my dodge chance? Oh, that was a wasted point. It looks like you can't undo it, unfortunately. Damn! Alright, so he's athletic, he's also brave. All these guys have traits just like in Battle Brothers, and I didn't even look at him just yet. What is he? Visionary, claims to see omens in every cloud and prophecy in every dream. Sometimes he's even right, so he just regenerates faith everywhere. Gotcha. So for this guy, I would like you to have the heavy boots, because they do give you quite a bit more there. I could give him a better hatchet. What does this guy have up here? He's just got a normal hatchet. That's fine quality. Give him the extra 4 damage. That sounds good. Can this guy over here, can he dual wield? He can't dual wield. I wanted to give it a try just in case, but he can't dual wield. All right, fair's fair. Everybody's fully healed, so it's only one guy. What is this over here? Resource cost. For $1,000 and some tools, we can fix the Crusader quarters. So it'll be a shelter for our Crusaders and serves as the command center of our campaign. Okay, I'll think about that once we've got a little bit more cash. Right now, I don't think we have very good money. Let's close this down and go back to the world map. I wouldn't be adverse to fighting some heretics over here. That feels all right to me, but it looks like their stamina slowly comes back. Are these guys going to aggro and try to fight me while I'm over here? Also, do I have any indication of how strong they are? Because if they're like 4 bruisers that are hard as hell, I don't know if that's a good idea. We can pick up new guys if we wanted to, but we're kind of broke right now. I'd sell the hatchet and the pants and probably the linen shirt just to get a little bit of cash flow coming in, because Pornis does not agree with the sort of astonishing religious resplendence that we're trying to put out into the world. You guys, is there a way to, like, rest inside of I think they're coming either way. Like, I don't think we have a choice. I mean, I suppose we could enter the battle and take him out. Yeah, bring all 5 of our guys, and we'll just kind of hope for the best here. All right, so it's not an ambush. That does mean that we have a concerted front, and so maybe we can force them to come to us? Yeah, they're going to come to us either way. All right, he's in the center of the formation. They're auto-aggroing right there. I will re-wiggle people around to sort of create just a line out here. You get out of there. There we go. You're not even a frontline fighter. So we'll start out over here. If they clump up too much, oh, that's a big dude right there. That's a big, big boy. Concussive smash that. There you go. Just to get him up and out of our hair, you face off against him for a minute. The dogs look like they go down pretty quickly. I don't think he can catch everything with a cleave just yet, but if I can get... Oh, never mind, he's dead. Oh, that's a big guy, dude. You shield bash him. Fix him up with a stun, just as a counter stun for us getting stunned. Like, stun the stun that has been stunned. And then Spearman, you get it. No, don't push through that way. Come back around that way while they hold the line. And then you attack from behind right there. You come over here. He doesn't even have any starting abilities yet, dude. I think the game looks and feels great. I'm really excited about this one right here. I am more excited leaving this game than I was coming into it because, like, I've gotten so used to being disappointed by games that overpromise and underdeliver. But, dude, like, this one seems like it's actually going to be one of those games that contends with stuff like... Is he going to blow up? He looks like he's about to blow up. Oh, no, never mind. He was just quivering in death ecstasy before he falls over. Okay, that's fair. Are we all wounded and crippled? Oh, we're moving slowly right now. Gotcha. I don't see anything lootable from the usual culprits on these battlefields. Let's go check these bodies real quick. Maybe it'll trigger some kind of event or something. But I would like it if these random little battle maps had like a list of procedural things that could come up inside of them that you could interact with, and it would light off like mini storyline quests and stuff like that to play around with. That's a great way to make just tooling around the open world map feel much more meaningful. But frankly, I'm pretty happy right now, dude. This game is feeling pretty awesome to me right this second. What is that thing? A bone cage torso? Gross, dude. We hacked that off and brought it with us? Why? Like, why was that necessary? Are you sure we had to do that? I'm feeling this right now. From like the 45 minutes or so that I've played, this is definitely seeming like exactly the kind of game that I want to play right this second. Go check out the demo. You can play it for yourself. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so that you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we were fooling around with Band of Crusaders, which has impressed me. I've only played 45 minutes, so maybe it falls off the rails after this, but this has been sick as hell so far. So I'll see y'all later. Thanks for hanging out, folks, and that's all I got for you. Bye.